This is the time to do school like a boss. B-O-S-S, and I'll make it write it down. You got to be bold, opportunistic, strategic, and straight. Think about it. Some of the biggest bosses in any industry that you can think of at some point did have to say, I need help. That's a bold ambition. Opportunistic, the space that we've been in the last 2 years. Having to learn remotely, one day you may have to work remotely. But before you work remotely, you're going to have to interview remotely. You're going to have to network remotely. You're going to have to compete for that internship remotely. This is an opportunity to master the new soft skills that you got to show just to get in the game. Strategic, keep your focus on your long game. We are playing chess, not checkers. And straight. You got to sing yourself every day. I will not allow myself to be distracted, but most importantly, I will not allow myself to be a distraction to myself. Now somebody might be sitting there right now saying, Chris, that's all good. What's that got to do with me and my business, me and my company, me and my industry? Everything. Because of that. Let me break that down for you. And let me stress, these are pre-pandemic numbers. What that slide is telling us is that you start with a universe of 30 million young people in our country between the ages of 18 and 24. 30 million possible recruits, you cut that number in half instantly based on academics. In the military, we want people that get A's and B's consistently, people that are smart, coachable, teachable, trainable, just like you want in your business. The next cut is just as brutal. Criminal records, drug use, obesity, facial tattoos, and extreme body piercings. What does that mean? That means that number 30 goes down to less than 1 million possible recruits. What's all this got to do with you and your business, you and your industry? Everything. Because we're all fishing from the same pool of talent. It's not a simple pool of talent for the military, corporate America, or entrepreneurs like us. We're all fishing from the same pool of talent. Our time today has been too short. I've got to share one thing with you before I go about the space we're in right now. I'll never forget my last conversation with my dear friend and mentor, Dr. Maya Huntsman. Didn't know it was going to be our last conversation at the time. We were talking about struggle. And I will never forget her words to me, which were exactly, we have the people for this mountain. And we must all be mindful that there were people who came before us, who came up the steepest side of this mountain, carrying a bigger and heavier load with little to no opportunity, but they kept going forward, and upwards, and still not rise. My point is, the space that we've been in, the space that we're all are still in, sometimes you got to do your best work in the rain. Everybody's willing to work when the sun is out, skies are clear, but sometimes you got to do your best work in the rain. And when I talk about doing your best work in the rain, I'm not talking about the rain falling from the skies or some other uncontrollable condition. I'm talking about the rain generated by the blood, sweat, and tears it takes to build something. The rain generated by the blood, sweat, and tears it takes to create something. The rain generated by the blood, sweat, and tears when you're trying to change something. So I will submit to you the space that we're all in right now. This is the time to be doing your best work. And this court, this field, this pitch, this arena, this is where we're all going to be playing for the next little bit. Nobody knows how long. So my question to you is, if you're not going to do your best work here, where? If not now, when? And if not you, who? This is the time to be doing your best work. And if this were a high school auditorium, I would close this talk out differently. I would say everything that I just said in young folks' language. I always share with them a conversation I had with my favorite rapper, the Notorious B.I.G. I will never forget we were talking again about struggle. And out of no place, just out of the air, baby steps, we've got to go forward. Through the fire, through the pain, baby steps in the rain, we're all about to be the same, be the player, not the game. Our time with you has been too brief. Thank you. God bless. Thank you.